Have you ever reacted in anger and later thought, why did I do that? Or have you ever taken a trade you knew was wrong, but still you ended up clicking buy or sell? That's not lack of knowledge, that's lack of emotional awareness. And awareness starts with one simple habit, that is recording your emotions. And that's what we are going to cover today. All right, so let's begin without any further ado. And by the end of the video, you'll have all of your answers. So stay tuned. All right, so now the first step to improve the way you feel is to become more aware of the emotions you experience on a regular basis. Okay, so the topic's name is recording your emotion, as I already told you. Now we are starting it. So the first step to improve the way you feel is to become more aware of emotion you experience on a regular basis. Okay, before you can generate more positive emotions, you must first determine your starting point. To shed a light on the emotions you are experiencing in your life, your daily life, I invite you to record your emotions for an entire week. Now, this is something that you have to do by yourself so that you can have a data, like you can look what exactly you felt and you know exactly where you want to work. Okay, use a notebook or the downloadable worksheet to do so. Spend a couple of minutes each day to record how you feel and rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst you can feel and 10 being the best you can feel. At the end of the week, give yourself an overall score and answer the following questions. Now, this is a very simple exercise. All you have to do is have a notebook or anything anywhere you want to write, and make sure by the end of the day you are writing how you felt throughout the day, and you have to rate yourself out of 1 to 10. So 1 being you felt terrible that day, or 0 being terrible that day, and 10 being 10 means you experienced or you controlled your emotions in a right manner and you felt very good. Okay, so now at the end of the week, give yourself an overall score. And after giving yourself overall score, that means after getting the aggregate or the average, what you have to do, you have to ask yourself certain questions. What negative emotions did you experience? Okay, what caused these emotions? What are the hard facts? Okay, so most of the time, see, even I have also felt it. Most of the time it's like we are feeling bad, but the reason is all inside our head. It's not in the external environment. It is something that we have created in our mind, thinking of a future possibility that can happen, but it cannot happen as well. It just we make it so big in our mind that we are the one who are suffering. And in reality sometimes it doesn't even happen, right? So that's what the author is also trying to say, and that's what this exercise is all about. Did you have specific thoughts that that led you to feel the way? Did external events trigger these negative emotions? Did you lack sleep? Did you become ill? Were you in an accident? So these are some possible causes the author is trying to question you. Okay, what really happened, not in your mind but in the physical world. Now this is the key factor, that's the key differentiation that we are trying to do. Not in your mind, because in your mind most of the time you are the one who are concocting this story, right? You're just making your own story. All right, and most of the time it is in the exaggerated manner, right? So that's why the author is saying what really happened, not in your mind but in the physical world. What was your interpretation of the facts? What would you need to believe to feel that way? Are you are your beliefs accurate? Could you have felt better by interpreting thoughts or even differently? How did you return to your neutral state? What happened exactly? Did you change your thoughts? Did you take any action on things you were avoiding doing? Did it just happen naturally? What could you have done to avoid or reduce these negative emotions? So these are certain things that you're asking to yourself. You're basically retrospecting and introspecting yourself to find the root cause. Okay, concrete example. Let's say you record your emotions for a week and notice that you were mildly depressed for a couple of days. Here is what it could look like. What caused these emotion? This emotion. I was asked to do a task at work. This is just an example, okay? It can vary from person to person. That's why it's just an example. I was asked to do a task at work and felt unable on uh, or I think it will be or and felt unable on incompetent to complete it. What really happened? I was asked to complete a task and I did it. What was your interpretation of the facts? I felt like I was incompetent and everybody in the office but me could do the task. Okay, I felt that, been that, done that. I felt as though I should have been able to do the task well. I felt as though everybody was judging me. What would have what would you need to believe to feel that way? I would need to believe I am incompetent. Being incompetent is unacceptable. I should have been able to do that task. Everyone is judging me. So these are just the interpretation this particular person made. Okay, or basically certain beliefs. All right. Are you are your beliefs true? Are you really incompetent? Maybe I'm biased and I judge myself too harshly. Is being incompetent unacceptable? No, the fact is I cannot always be competent as everything. Should you be able to do that task? I haven't much experience performing similar tasks and there was no way I could do it without asking for help. Is it true that everyone judging you? Some people may judge me, but that's probably not true of everyone. It's also possible nobody really care. After all, they have their own issues to deal with. And what if nobody noticed? Or perhaps I did okay and the negativity is all in my mind. Okay, so that's the beauty of asking yourself the questions, right questions. You will get the answers from within. Most of the time you are the one who is making stories and you are the one who is trying to portray yourself as a protagonist or someone who is the center of attention, and everybody has some what I can say focus on you. They are judging you in every task, but that's not the reality in most of the time. As here also the author says in this example, do people really care and they indulge in their own life too much? They are not giving a I don't want to say that, but yeah, are they really giving a flying fuck about you? No, they don't, right? So don't try to exaggerate things in your mental environment. Look at the situation objectively, like look at the external environment, what exactly it is asking for, and are you able to compete it, like complete it? If not, it's fine. You will learn it and next time you'll do better. Okay, it's just the process. So how did you return to your neutral state? I realized it was actually no big deal. I asked a colleague whether I did the task correctly. He helped me and gave me some advice. He also recommended some good books to help improve my skills. What could you have done differently to avoid or reduce this negative condition or emotion? I could have asked someone to help me instead of trying to do everything on my own. As you go through this process, you'll notice what causes you to experience negative emotions. You'll be able to identify self-defeating behaviors and overcome them using daily conditioning and affirmation. Additional tip: remember to write down how you feel each day using a dedicated journal. This will help you detach yourself from your emotions as you realize ups and downs are a normal part of living. And that leads us to the end of this chapter. But the most important insight that we got today is what is the reason why we need to journal things? Why it is very important to write down the emotions we felt in a particular day or in a particular week? Because it is very important for us to separate ourselves from our emotions. So whatever we felt in that moment, later on when we are introspecting, retrospecting the same situation, we are more objective. Okay, so for an example, I had a similar day. Okay, let's say I had a comparatively bad day. Okay, so now at the evening I'm writing down, okay, today I felt this, the root cause behind is this, and then I'm objectively looking at the events that occurred in the day, and then I'm finding out, okay, when I'm separating myself from the emotions, it's just it was a small thing, but I made it really big in my mind. Or sometimes the problems can be bigger as well. In both the cases, if the problem is very small, you'll realize how not to give so much importance to small things and be objectively present in the external environment and what exactly the external environment is seeking from you. And at the same time managing your mental environment as well. And if we'll talk about the other case, let's say the problem was really big. Okay, sometimes it can happen, right? So let's say there was a genuine problem in the external environment, and now you wrote about those things, and you wrote, okay, this was the problem, what I did, okay, I did this. All you have to do is check if you did your best in that particular situation. If the answer is yes, then you did the things in correct manner, and there is no need to remorse or feel any kind of bad in your manner. It just, when you'll do it all by yourself, it will be easier to make this part of your belief system. Okay, ultimately you'll get the answer from within. If you're seeking answer from the external environment, you'll never get it. It's just, whenever you're seeking the answer from the external environment can only show you certain things. For example, let's say I was trying to have better management, or what I can say, better hold on my emotions. So external environment provided me this book, that is Master Your Emotions. Now I'm going through this book and I am realizing certain things. And when I'm realizing those things, it is becoming the part of my belief systems, right? So that's why all you have to do is ask yourself the logical questions, seek the solution. No, not the solution. Seek the, what I can say, the clues from the external environment, and when you'll go through those clues, you'll get the answer, you'll get the solution in your mental environment itself. And once you'll get the answer, it will become the part of your belief system, and next time the similar condition will come, you will be easily able to cater that. Okay, so that's the today's chapter all about, why it is very important to record your emotions. Just try it out. If you feel better, let me know in the comment section. If not, then also let me know what kind of problems you have faced. Okay, except that there is a very interesting question waiting for you in the comment section. Make sure that you are answering that as well. Thank you so much, universe. Thank you so much, Rajanji. Have fun. Peace out.